Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Pop the Balloon or Find Love UK, produced by BM. I'm your host, Dymund, and today we are joined with Dana, Ezekiel, and we have BM. How is everyone doing today?
Good, thanks. And
Good,
yourself?
thanks.
I'm doing well. So,
Good.
we've seen you both appear on our very first episode where you ended up matching. Is it a yes for you?
Yes.
And is it a yes for you?
Absolutely.
We've got a match! Let me grab your
Thank you
microphone. Go
so
ahead and
much.
take your girl. Give them some round of applause. How has it been going since? I do want to know your experience coming on the show. How has it been for you?
You can go first. Ezekiel.
Okay, go on,
I think
Ezekiel.
ladies should go first.
Oh, I knew you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say ladies first. Um, but yeah, the overall experience on the show was it was great. It was amazing. Someone that's watched the show for ages. It was nice to be a part of it, and I wanted to use it as an actual opportunity to find genuine love because I've been single for a while. But I think for me, so on that day, like we shot the episode, we went out for a meal just to kind of get to know each other a bit more beyond just the few questions or the small amount of time that we had on the set. And I think during that meal that we had, it was quite clear that, we didn't really see eye to eye with
Oh,
a lot of things.
okay, we'll definitely get there.
Yeah,
You are on a roll.
yeah. Anyway, just
We'll
got a lot to
definitely get there.
say.
We'll cover all of that.
Okay. Yeah.
Ezekiel, how was your experience coming on the show?
From point A to point B, it was amazing to be honest. Um, there's something is definitely. I only started watching the show like 5 months ago. Like I never was tapped into popular before that. So when I saw UK pop up, I was like, okay, it's an amazing opportunity to actually um find a connection. So yeah. But
Okay,
yeah, it was a great day. Everything was well organized, well coordinated. Yeah, I'm not no regrets at all to be honest.
okay, fab. So from what I'm getting, you both obviously applied with hopes of finding a connection and finding a match on the show.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
definitely.
Okay, that's really lovely to hear. I can see already, I can feel the vibe coming from Dana. So, I mean, since you guys did match,
Yeah.
did you go on a date that same night? Did you guys talk a little bit on the phone, get to know each other a little bit? How did walk us through it? How did it go?
So, yeah, on that day we did. I mean, I really wouldn't class it as a date. I guess it was a meal because anyway, we did go out to eat, um, and then we kind of used it as an opportunity to just get to know each other more. But I think I wouldn't say you are argumentative. I feel like we just clash in like maybe viewpoints. And yeah, just from that meal, I don't
And
think,
was it just the two of you on that date?
no.
Oh,
It
so you went
wasn't.
as a group?
Yeah, I was about to say that, but I didn't know if I should say. Yeah, so there was someone else from that episode and one of my friends who was also there that day helping, but they actually sat on a separate table to give us some space to talk, which was nice. Um, but like even at one point, I think I got up to go to the toilet, and then you said to my friend that I'm strange or weird or something. I don't know in what sense you meant, but she told me you said that. And then also on that day of the meal, we went out briefly for a walk. and you made a few comments that I found to be quite inappropriate, which kind of let me know where your mindset was at or what direction you wanted to take it with me, and that's not what I was looking for. So yeah.
By the way, for all the US fans watching, when she says go to the toilet, she means go to the restroom. So just putting it out there because a lot of people won't know that. But I want to ask you though, Dana, what comments was made?
So just an example, like I remember that night it was raining. So like we left the restaurant and then I just made a comment that, oh, I don't want to get my hair wet or something like that. I don't want to get wet. And he was like, you're not wet yet. Not yet. And then it's like he made a lot of those types of comments referencing to his down there and like what he intended to do with it. And it's like, I just met you on a show a few hours ago. Like, that wasn't really where I was genuinely in it for like a real connection and to get to know someone on a deeper level, because I feel like I'm at that age now. But you kind of just sexualized everything. I don't know if it was a joke but I didn't like that at all.
Okay, well, Ezekiel, do you want to give us your side of the story? Obviously, you can start from when you went out on a date. How do you feel that went? And obviously leading up to what Dana's just mentioned here.
Um, so yeah, as she said, we all went out as a group, sat separately. We started talking. I generally didn't find anything wrong with the conversation, if I'm brutally honest. Um,
So you didn't think
I
your
think
comments were like inappropriate?
I haven't got to
Just
that
me.
bit yet. She honestly told me to relay it from the start, so I'm just,
Sorry. Go on.
Yeah,
but,
go ahead, Ezekiel.
but yeah. So I don't think there's anything. I don't think it was. To me, it wasn't clashy, but yes, I did make those comments. Um, they were very crude, if that's a better word, to say. It was inappropriate. Now thinking back to it, 100%, I can say yeah, it was inappropriate. I wasn't really. Obviously, I've met you, and I guess I'm very, very attracted, and it just happened. I guess a lack of discipline or ignorance to the situation. Yes, 100%. So I'm not going to deny that. What she just said, she didn't make anything up. I can recall I said those word for word. So yeah, but I was very attracted, but that's not an excuse. However, I'm very grown, so for me, it was just like I don't know if it's my past experiences or whatever, but it happened. She's not lying. It happened.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, since then, have you guys been talking? Have you kept in communication? And by the way, how did it end that night?
She, so we left out. They went, well, we were left out together. Then they went Central, and then I left. I went with them to Central, and then I made my way home from there. And then I called, if I'm not mistaken, I think I called her that same night, or was it the night after? Can't remember. But we spoke for like an hour and a bit. I think I called her the same night. We spoke for like an hour and a bit on the phone.
That never
If I'm,
happened.
when did I speak? When did I speak?
You
What day did you
never
go to?
called me. Actually, in fact, since
What
that
day
day,
did you
you've
go?
made no effort. You haven't called me. You haven't attempted to take me out. You didn't wish me Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Like, you've actually made no effort. And I was actually willing to kind of brush past those comments and bring it up to you in a conversation at dinner with just us. But you didn't even try to, like, take me out. You made no effort.
Okay, that's fine. But what day? What day? Remember that was
It's
it?
not
Because
fine. That's fine.
the day of the show was a Saturday, right? And and the
It
next
was
day
a Saturday.
you was going to shoot content at a podcast studio on a Sunday,
The next
right?
day. Hmm.
So we spoke for an hour where you told me that. You didn't tell me that on the Saturday. We
We've
spoke on
never
the
had an
phone.
hour long phone conversation ever.
I can I can promise you we did.
There's no way. Because there's
Hundred
what could we have
percent.
spoken about? Me and you have been on the phone for an hour talking about
100 million
what?
percent.
And
We
furthermore,
spoke,
if I was on the phone for you for an hour after you made those comments, I would have brought those comments up on that phone call.
but
There
you
was no
didn't.
opportunity for me to bring it up because you made zero effort to talk to me. You
But you
didn't
didn't.
follow up with date plans. Christmas came, not even a little message, Merry Christmas. New Year's came. In fact, actually, this week, you said that you would call me. It was Sunday. You said, "Oh, I'm going to call you, but I'm going to call you on Tuesday evening." Like 2 days later, Tuesday evening came. You didn't even call, like you said, but on your story, you're going back and forth with the comments of the video. So I want someone that's actually more intentional, like that's going to put in effort. So yeah, it's actually not only the comments, it's just a lack of effort, to be honest.
So 100% in your heart of hearts, yeah, you can swear on your life that we didn't have a conversation on the phone.
I'm not going to swear on my life, but I genuinely cannot. But like, if that happened, then my memory must be very bad. But you're saying on that same night, this is how I know that couldn't have happened. Because the same night, we got back very late and I would have got an early night. There would be no capacity for me to have an hour-long conversation with you if I
I
had an
called
early
you,
start the next
I,
day.
I, I called you, you didn't answer, and then you called me back.
And we were on the phone for an hour talking about
Yes,
what?
just general in life. You told me about your dog. You had a dog. You told me the area of London you live in. We spoke about a lot of
I
things.
can't remember.
You,
Either
I
way,
even,
there was
we,
no.
okay, cool. Okay, watch this.
This is what happened at the
After,
dinner. This is why we just can't, because like you
because
always
you're
want to
telling me
lie.
something that's not a fact, and I'm telling, like,
What?
okay, cool. Can you let me interject, please? Did you or did you not, after that Saturday happened, did you go on a work trip to the Isle of Wight on the Monday for 3 days or 4 days?
That's irrelevant. Either way, you made
Yeah, but
no
how do
efforts to follow up with a date. Christmas came. No one's expecting a gift, but a little message like "Merry Christmas, Happy New Year." Like if you like someone, you would do those things. You was on mute.
I don't
Okay.
celebrate Christmas, so let's
All
start
right,
there.
guys. So
You know what? Yeah, it's just not. Man,
let
yeah.
me say something. Ezekiel, do you think you're ready for a serious relationship?
Yes, I am with a serious person.
So you don't think that they're not serious?
I just think I'm. I think she made up her mind, or she maybe knew very, very quickly, and I can respect a woman's intuition. She probably knew very, very quickly that I'm not what she wants, or I'm not sufficient to what to what you know what I mean, to whatever it is. So I can respect that. That's my opinion. So I'm not gonna say I can't speak for someone else, but I can say that
Okay.
in my opinion.
And did you think that you put in effort to try to get to know her?
Well, clearly I didn't because apparently we didn't speak on the phone. But I called her the same night. I said, "Oh, I was just checking you got home safe." She called
Mm.
me back and we spoke, right? And then the next day she had the podcast studio. I said, "Oh, how was the session?" I've got the text. I've got everything. Everything's there.
It's
I
not
have
just
screenshots.
about 1 or 2 days of like what point are you trying to make?
So I think the point that he's trying to make is that he did reach out to you and you did speak and there was a conversation.
That's
So
it. I'm not
obviously,
trying to
But
make up anything.
from that, like I feel like you don't meet someone on a dating show, match with them, and think just an hour conversation. Like I'm not like even thinking of the other matches, but some people have gone on dates from the show, like 1 or 2 weeks after. You know, people that haven't even matched or shown interest and they're going on dates, but we've gone on none.
I think
And
that
the
you
reason why,
both I think
What's
that
the
you
reason?
both just was not compatible with each
Yeah,
other
I think
because
I realized that like on the same day actually.
and the reason why
and
we didn't go on a date was as well is because I'm 34 years of age. So the moment I get an inkling that even after I saw what I saw, I was still yes, I was probably lukewarm with the approach completely, yes. But we spoke on the phone. I checked up on you on the Sunday to see how your podcast session went. Sorry, your studio session went. I checked up on you. I said, how did it go? And then after that, literally from the beginning of that week, it was 24-hour response. That I would send her a message, 24 hours, 24
Hold
hours. Don't make
on.
those faces. The texts are there.
Sorry.
All the WhatsApp messages are there. So all them faces is not doing nothing right now. Not gonna fly
Oh
here.
my gosh,
All of that
yeah,
is not gonna fly here.
definitely not for me, babe. Because I'm so
Dana, do
sorry.
you feel that the comments he made when
He's
you guys went on that first date, you feel like
Mhm.
that kind of
Yeah, I
turned you
feel
off a
like
little bit, and then moving forward, it just kind of set that tone for the both of you?
yeah, those comments just left a bad taste in my mouth from because he made it on the same day I met him, like literally hours later, and it wasn't just one comment. There were multiple the whole time,
No, it
and it
wasn't.
just yes,
No, it
it
wasn't.
was, it
No, it
was,
wasn't.
and
I made one
also
more comment and I said I'm good with my hands, which I am. That's all. That's the
you
one
made
more.
many. The
In
point is, you shouldn't have made not one, and the one that you made was enough to make me uncomfortable. So yes, that kind of put me off a bit, right? After that, you're saying
He said,
24
"I'm good with
hours.
my hands."
Yeah,
These
he said he's
comments,
good
they're
with his
kind of
hands.
they're very
Like,
controversial comments. I mean, maybe he didn't
yeah,
mean it in a bad way,
it
but at
was
the same time,
disgusting. It
it
was
sounds
honestly
like it's
disgusting.
very
Like,
controversial. But guys, so obviously you're both not compatible. Dana, was there communication that you didn't approve of his comments? Like, did you tell him? Did you talk to him at any time?
so I kind of, said that I will bring it up when I get that opportunity. I just didn't know how I wanted to approach it because when he said it on the day, we were around others, so I didn't want to cause a commotion. And then I was like, okay, maybe I'll bring it up once we have a date, but then maybe should say it before that. But we weren't speaking enough for me to even bring it up. He's saying 24-hour responses, but that week he's talking about, I was also in the process of launching the business, and he knows that it was also Christmas week. So the very, very busy week, Christmas and New Year. Like if I'm responding a day late, give me a break. I still replied, it's busy, but I'm sorry. Christmas came, New Year came, and you didn't say anything. So the New Year's
so
coming
when
in, not
so when
interested.
she started doing the 24-hour thing, it was literally 24 hours. When she started doing that, I began doing the same. I'm going to mirror whatever
Okay,
energy,
not for
whatever,
me.
whatever energy you're giving me. I'm going to mirror it. Simple as that. I don't know you, so I have to take it as that. And even so, I was mirroring exactly what you was doing. And then on the last round of the 24-hour season, you didn't message back at all. So I was like, okay, cool.
Why would
I'm
I?
not going. Why am I going to keep messaging you? So yeah, exactly. It's fine. It's no sweat
Yeah,
off
that's
my back.
fine. Okay, yeah,
I ain't
this is
got an
why
issue.
we're not
I
Ezekiel,
compatible.
you see the
think
tonality that you're presenting to us right now. Was that the tonality that you was using with her throughout your
Mhm.
communication?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
I'm speaking like this because no one's gonna say, "Oh, I didn't do this and I didn't do that."
No, I will say it because it's
as
true.
as as for the alluring comments, I've said from the jump, I did say them. Yeah, I was waved. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, I did say them. It's not an excuse, but it is what it is. I did say like I find her
It's not. It
attractive,
is what it is.
and
You should just apologize, and be his personality. You know what I misjudged, and I don't think we should have matched. Just point blank. And I'm still looking for love, so my DMs are open. You know, but
what I
this is
do
what
think
This is
though.
what London men are like. Like I
I
can't.
do think though, initially, Dana, like when he made those comments to you, if it did
Mhm.
make you feel uncomfortable, I feel like you should have addressed it then and then, because I feel like that
Mm,
kind of set a tone, and then it just kind of went
yeah,
downhill from
I
then.
regret not saying because then
Because
it's
right
like
now
you
it's
allow
very
that.
hostile, it's very heavy.
We've not spoken like much since.
we
We
spoke an
messaged
hour
on
on the phone. You
WhatsApp.
could have brought it up.
Well, I would have if you called when you said that you would, but you didn't.
All
So
right. To sum it up, yeah, I think you both just clearly wasn't compatible. I think those comments was way too fast, and it's very heavy, especially just meeting somebody. At the
yeah,
same time, as well, Day and I do think that you didn't communicate to him, and he wasn't aware of much things. Like even now, he's surprised by you saying that you didn't speak on the phone, but he says that you did.
I'll
So
have to go back to my call history and check that out. If I'm wrong about that, I apologize, but I honestly can't remember. It was so long ago now.
I think you was checked out by the comments. You was already checked out.
Yeah.
But you should have communicated that with him, because you're saying that you were still waiting for him to reach
Hmm.
out to you to go on a date.
Yeah.
It's not really adding up, because you was checked out. So
Yeah.
communication is very important. But anyways, I hope you both the best. I hope you both do find love. Let's see if you could come back on the show. Maybe comment down below if you want to see any of them back on the show. You both gave it a go, so that's good to know.
Thank
Yeah,
you for having
as
me.
BM
That's,
said,
Diamond.
I wish you guys both the best in your journey in finding love. Honestly, thank you for coming on. We do appreciate it. Before we do go, I want to ask the both of you, is there anything exciting that you are currently working on that you want us to keep an eye out for you, Dana?
Yeah, so I just launched my natural hair business. Everyone go check it out. And I, on Instagram, got the hair oil. And I also do fashion content. So if you're into fashion, styling, hit me up. I love fashion. And again, I'm still single. The DMs are open.
Thank you. Good to know. And how about yourself, Ezekiel? Anything exciting that you're working on?
No.
Okay. All right. Well, like I said, thank you guys so much for coming on. We do appreciate it. And thank you guys for tuning in today. And do not forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And we'll catch you guys all next time. Bye.